Well, hello and welcome people of the internet back to some more Those Who Rule. We've got some big updates in this one. I kind of mentioned in the last episode that I was going to go through kind of retool a lot of the characters, or not really retool like their identity, but what I wanted to do is kind of create some different squads, because what's been happening a lot is we go I'll go into a battle and not really know where I want specific units to go, and I kind of just put like tanks up front, archers up back, healers in the middle, and then the mid-range units, and just kind of spread them out. The only real pairing that I've had is Sliker and Melanie, just because they're, you know, they work a lot with marks because they're both scout commandos, and they just synergize really well together. They can kind of build off each other's marks, get additional turns, so on and so forth. But I didn't really sit and plan out some squads, and so that's what I did. Now I'm kind of hoping that the rest of the missions for the game are going to build on the amount of units that we can bring. So far, the trend has been in the game that, you know, we start out with whatever it was like 8 or 10 units. We slowly built up to 12, and now it seems like we've kind of hit that threshold for 14. And so this build is going to kind of rely on those numbers. And so, yeah, we have 3 different squads that are very specialized in what they do, and all the units are very specifically built and selected to fit those roles. And that's just going to make the beginning of these maps a lot easier, I think. So hopefully you guys like that. If you don't want to see the actual team build and you just want to skip to the gameplay, I will, of course, put the timestamp both on screen right now and in the timestamps below, or just on the timeline, so you can kind of just skip ahead to that if you want to do so. But first, we have a little bit of story to get into before we actually jump into the chapter, and then we'll talk about the team, and then, of course, we'll do the gameplay. But other than that, guys, go ahead, grab a snack, grab a drink, other way around. Grab a drink, grab a snack, sit back, relax, and let's go ahead and jump into some Those Who Rule. And as we're doing that, guys, if you do enjoy the content here, would you kindly smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Now, there are, obviously I have a duplicate save here. There is one class change that I made, and I will talk about that once we get to him. You would not dare tell me a lie, Malik, and yet I struggle to believe the words you speak, that Shiva would betray us, betray me like this. I struggle to believe it myself, even as I saw her with my own eyes, it was her. I'm sorry. And what of the rest of the battle? Malik? There's hardly anything left, just ash and smoke. We managed to save a few paltry scraps, but those supplies were vital to our war effort. Without them, this will be a bloody, bloody affair. I know. What of the prisoner? Did he perish in the flames, or they took him? Who? Who are they? From what intel we gathered, a mercenary group she hired. But the rumors say there are rangers in the States, and as soon as they had their hands on him, they retreated. So Crawford assured me he had the Rangers in a noose. How did they manage to slip past our defenses so thoroughly? Why were we not informed? It's possible he was unaware, or perhaps we were wrong to put our faith in him. This complicates things. I will need time to think, plan, account for new variables. Will this weaken Fern's war front enough to halt our attack on the capital? This, no, is what Wesley's going to do next that concerns me. If that comes to pass, Fern will lose this war before we even make our move. Then what do? Iroquois is in need of a savior. To be that savior has ever been my goal, but perhaps there is another path. Another path? What are you thinking? When we arrive in Iroquois, let us arrive as heroes. Sneaky, sneaky. Alright, near the Fern's border. Are you sure we're getting close? This just feels like the middle of nowhere to me. Of course, where else hides such a well-kept secret? Starting to feel like this has been all a waste of time. Are you sure we can afford to be wasting time chasing rumors? Watch your tongue, girl. Even with things the way as they are, the general still outranks you. Ah, Elias, what good does rank do in times like these? The important thing is trust, no? I would hope my time as general has earned me some small amount of trust by now. Cut the bickering. That, includes you, sir. How authoritative. Very well, I'll nurse my wounded pride in silence. Loudmouth. Oh, come off it, Ilyana. We've got to be pretty deep in the woods by now. This is the right way. You know that for certain? What did I just say about trust? It's hard to recall. I only remember what you just said about silence. Well, we should be nearly there, so perhaps once I'm proven right, that'll jog your memory. Alrighty, so let's take a look at these teams. Now, we're going to start here with Sliker. Now, first, let's talk about how I've split these squads up. And again, this is kind of built off a 14-man formation. However, I do have some caveats that if you're only down at like the 12 rank, you can still build these and still kind of tweak them a little bit to how you would like them. So the 3 squads are each manned by one of the 3 main characters. My line of thinking here is not necessarily that they're going to be built around these characters, although Sliker and Ileana kind of are. Marcus is just kind of there, but he's good there. My thought is basically that I want to split up the units that if they die, we get an instant game over. Obviously, if you have a team of 4 and half that team, if they die, they get just game over. If they get swarmed, it's a pretty bad situation. So I'd like there to only be basically 1 chance in a group that the character can die or can't die. And so I think that's going to make us a little bit safer, which is kind of what we did in the last run. Although everything up until that, Sliker and Marcus have kind of been paired off. So, what are the 3 squads? The first squad is going to be like a strong mid-range Mark team. So, it's going to be primarily based around Sliker and Melanie. The second one is going to be a very high mobility. You can almost think of it as like a special ops unit. Lot of mobility, lot of kill potential, and just wreck shop all around the map. And then the third one is going to kind of be built around maintaining double kills, which I don't exactly know how good this is going to be, but I needed a squad that had only 4 units, and I think that this is the best way to do it, or at least with the way that I want to play certain characters, and that one will be led by Ileana. So the mid-range one is built by Sliker, which we kind of saw an iteration of this in the last episode. The second one, honestly, these are kind of based on the squads that we did in the last episode, with a few variations to kind of fine-tune them. So first up, we have Sliker, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, Sliker is the exact same. Still has serrated spear. I do want shortbow on him. Now, he does get extra moves if you kill units with Mark, but having agile just means that if you need to get in, maybe apply a bleed or steal short sword, or just if you get a kill next to you, you know, someone approaches you, you can kind of back away and get out of the action. I'm going to be honest, I still don't know if this works on him, because, you know, if a character, it says if a character would die, instead they stay alive at 1 vitality. So it doesn't say they die, then come back. So I'm assuming it does. Scabbard is necessary in order to get all these weapons on him. And then I can't put a better shield on him, but as soon as I can, I will be putting a better shield on him. Ultimately, really what we're doing here is just using Sliker and Melanie to apply Mark, as well as our archer on the squad, who has the, what is it, the bright feathers, all to apply Mark, just to make it easier for us to hit. And really what the squad is, like I said, it's a mid-range team. So what this team can do is focus on your tank, basically just soaking up hits. These guys can just use their bows, take out guys from range, and then if need be, they all have ways to get in, do a bunch of melee damage, and then back out. So Sliker's the first one on the team. Next up is Melanie. Melanie is best girl. She has the Crucible bow. Right now, I just have the weighted passive because she's super fast, so she just gets a bunch of extra attack. We have the Eagle Effigy because she's killing things all the time, so she's just going to get additional attack. The move can help her just get out of the way, or, you know, close in for an attack, get a kill, back out, whatever she needs to do. We have the pole hammer on her, because this squad doesn't really have a great way of getting through tankier units, and I needed some way to do that. So giving her access to the pole hammer was currently the best way to do that. And then I swapped her over from the sword to the spear, just because she already has pretty decent avoid. And so I figured, since she's already doing high damage, right, if she gets a kill on her turn, she gets extra attack. And so with the steel spear, she gets first strike. So there's a chance that she's going to kill her enemy before they even get a chance to try and hit her. So that's why I made that swap. The next main attacker on the squad is Ajax. So Ajax was with us last time. I kind of swapped him over, kind of at the last, like the last half. Ajax is like our real archer here. He's kind of sitting in the back with a longbow. If you have 100% hit chance, gain a secondary attack, if not already doubling. You know, I have that on there just in case. The thing is, Ajax also plays incredibly well with Sliker. Sliker's passive, if we remember, go up here. Sliker's passive adds 15 hit to allies within 2 tiles. So playing around with Mark, playing around with his passive, we saw in the last time Ajax's skill is not that great, which is why I have a skill ring on him to try and work on that. So that will all help him get a little bit more hit rate and really focus on getting those hits. He also, because he's now a ranger, has the ability to just go through shields. So even though he has an axe and can get close up, because he does have a way to leap into action if he needs to, he can also just take out these shielded units even when he's going in with a bow. And then he can also just completely avoid any defense or really avoidance bonuses, because again, his hit rate is not that great. If you take a look at him right now, he's 121. He swapped with Abigail, who he had in his slot before, and you take a look at her, and she's at 159. Like, she just has way more chance to hit enemies. So that's why we went sniper with her. We could do headshot, and we could do things that would, you know, lose a little bit of your hit rate, like the, what was it? Was it this one? The arch shot, that you lose hit for every tile traveled. Well, we can't really do that with Ajax. So while he is going to be attacking from a distance, he's going to kind of try and stay next to Sliker as like an archer pair, but if Sliker needs to like move in, you know, we still get those advantages. Ajax can also move in. So we kind of have that for like the mid-range damage trio. Now, as far as our tank, we are getting Douglas back. So Douglas was on the squad last time. And really the only thing that I've changed here is I put on Mace just so that he has a way of getting through shielded enemies. Still, I mean, weapon-wise, it doesn't really matter. Honestly, I haven't found any weapon that's better than the scimitar for a tank. I mean, like, Mace and Axe are basically the same. So really, he's there for taunts. He's there to taunt enemies. He's there to just brick wall them, go in with a ton of shield, just defend up, and that's pretty much it. Nothing super special about him, to be quite honest. Now, when it comes to the healer on this squad, we kind of have 3 that I've been playing around with. And you'll actually see here a little spoiler. So I have Cedric, I have Talon, and we have Corvin. And you'll notice that they are all enlightened. I was looking through the healer classes, and I'm going to be honest, I don't think any of them are worth it other than enlightened. So Paladin is really weird. The fact that it just like turns off your zone of control, like, I mean, I get it because Paladins are trying to be more of a healer than a tank unit, but they were just not doing it for me. So really it comes down to, do you want to go Saint or Enlightened? Now with Saint, you get to increase the defense of a unit, or you get to AoE heal, which is good depending on when you get it in the game. If you get Saint earlier on when your shields aren't as big, you're going to have more opportunities to actually produce healing. But where I'm at in the game, my shield bars are roughly in the minimum like 15 range. If it's a frontline unit and is constantly getting into battle, you know, like if we take a look at like, you know, Sliker, for example, we got the Iron Tower shield. So, okay, so it's not the greatest. It has 10, but it's still, you know, decent enough to block an attack or two. You know, Marcus has the Steel Tower shield. Ileana now has a Crucible Kite shield. So like we're getting these super high numbers, and quite honestly, should that be okay? We're gonna hang on. We're gonna buy a new shield for Sliker, because this is actually way better than this, right? Yeah, they weigh the same, and this is just way better. So let me sell a couple. Steel swords can go, and then we can sell a steel axe, and we'll buy this. Yeah, because that's just way better. So, like I was saying, you know, we have so many shield points here, and, you know, they regenerate. So we're not needing to heal health pools as much. So the bonus of having an AoE heal doesn't really matter that much, I've found. And so with the... Actually, let's swap over here. So with the Enlightened, what you get instead is you can restore a unit's block and heal them for the amount of block recovered. So because we're focusing more on shields, we can kind of double up. So even if a unit does take some health damage, you just get their shield back up, and then they just heal a bunch. So this is just a better healing spell, in my opinion, than the AoE spell. The added benefit here as well is you have a little bit of extra movement. Movement is definitely important on especially in the maps that are turn restrictive. So you have to survive, not necessarily survive, but you have to, you know, like two chapters ago when we did the compound run, we have a certain amount of times to get things done. This just removes movement, or it basically adds movement points, excuse me, to your unit. So as they pass by you, they're not going to consume movement points, and movement is very important. We want to keep units moving, just keep them moving forward, getting units dead, or, you know, if you're in a situation where your team kind of gets strung up for a few turns, you know, there's a wall of enemies that's just really difficult to get past, then you need a way to kind of like rush forward and get to the next objective quickly, and so cartography can help with that. The other added benefit of going Talon here, which is why I specifically have him on this team, because the other one we could go with in this spot is Corvin, but the reason we are not going with Corvin is because Talon can give all units within 2 tiles 3 attack. And this is going to work well, keeping him in the back lines with our archers, giving them all extra attack. Whereas with the other squad that I put Corvin on, he might not be that close up to the units that are actually dealing the damage. So that's specifically why I have Talon here over Corvin. His equipment, I'm going to be honest, doesn't really matter that much. The equipment option for healers isn't the best. Again, Dove Effigy is here for extra turns, but it's kind of unlikely that we get this. But if we do, obviously it gives an extra turn. And we're also really good here because of the Acolyte class. So getting vital points, refreshing an ally's turn. Unfortunately, I thought this was an enlightened thing at first. So I was like, oh, this on Cedric? Duh, this is just way better than Saint. But which I think, actually, could we have done that? Because doesn't Cedric comes in as a... Oh, wait, we could do that. Okay, so I think Cedric... I was initially thinking that Cedric started as a priest, but he didn't. He started something else. So Cedric should Okay, so Cedric, we are definitely going to swap over to an Acolyte, because I'm pretty sure he can. Oh, actually, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'll explain why later. Because of the specific team he's on. He's probably better off as an Acolyte, but for this specific team that I have him on, I actually do want him to be on Priest. So we'll talk about that later. So that's the 5 for our kind of mid-range team. If you didn't have, so like if you're earlier on in the game and you don't have Douglas, Douglas is probably the unit I would remove. I think this unit, I think this unit would be fine without a tank, but with it, it's fine. The units have reasonable avoid, and honestly, they're pretty tanky once you put some shields on them. And I should mention too, a lot of these builds obviously are going to be more geared towards the end game because we have just more slots for more equipment. We have all of our promotions, so we have a lot of extra tools. In the early game, everyone's kind of similar because there's only like 6 starting classes, and then a lot of your, you know, your classes, your promotions overlap a little bit. So again, these are kind of geared more towards the end game. Our second squad. So this is going to be our like special unit, if you will, special ops. This is a very high mobility squad, lots of damage, really self-sustaining, and just very, very powerful. Led by, of course, Best Girl Kalith. I love Kalith. She's great. Very strong. I have her on Taunting Spear now because she gets additional attack speed and move whenever she's hit, so we can just really spiral this thing out of control. With her Steel Tower Shield, she can take a bunch of damage. She can spread some fear on enemies that are close by her. She does need a scabbard in order to hold these things. I did give her a Steel Battle Axe. I think originally this was mace, but I kind of want a way to take care of units that have shield, potentially. Ideally, I think I would actually have this be a 2-handed weapon, but as you can see, mine is complete dog water, because we're going to be kind of going into situations where we're constantly being 2v1'd, 3v1'd, because we also have defense and speed for each adjacent enemy, and then this is allies, right? Well, this is just any enemy. but, you know, she's got a little bit of movement here with heroic charge to get her into battle. She's going to be very close up. All these units, I believe all these units, yeah, we're all melee. So units are going to be very close next to each other. So she's going to get this bonus. Also gives her more move. So she can just move crazy far, like all across the battlefield. Very strong unit. Her other half, which we just picked up in the last chapter, is Salvatore. Salvatore is kind of her other half, not in terms of story, but just kind of what he does. He's also got a passive here. After defeating enemy, gains 2 move and 2 speed until the end of your next turn. So again, if he's eliminating units, he's just moving all across the map. Also having heroic charge, again, just another way to just move across the map even faster. So while Kalith does not have a 2-hander, Salvatore does. I gave him this Vi-hander so that way he can hit up to 3 enemies, right? This one's 3. Or is it? Yeah. This one is 3 because there's this one and the Claymore that I mix up. We have Steel Spear on him just for that first strike. I think I've been really neglecting first strike, and honestly, I think it's probably a little bit better than the avoidance. But honestly, because of Kalith's bonuses and another unit on the squad, getting hurt isn't necessarily the worst thing in the world, and we do have heavy bandage that we can just heal ourselves right up to full if we need to. So I'm not too concerned about like taking full damage here. But yeah, he's just another really strong, just really good. I call them kind of the mid-range units. They kind of do everything. Salvatore is number 2 on that list. And then this is Marcus's squad. So Marcus is the main character on this squad. He's pretty much the same. I did give him Wolf Effigy just to try and keep him alive, because again, if he dies, it's over. And there's not a lot of items to kind of go around that everybody has very specific items. So I also gave him Vitality Ring. Yes, this brings him above 100%, but let's just get him, as high health as possible. And there's nowhere else I really wanted to put this that would fit. He's got that Raiding Axe. It's pretty busted. I have a couple passives on it. Just to give him some more hit rate so that way he can actually hit things. Other than that, when he's injured, he gets attack. Okay, we kind of want him injured. Again, he gets extra attack and it gives Kalith some bonuses. So we kind of have that going there. Obviously, he's getting extra turns from overkilling. He can heal himself, get some defense. And then he also has heroic charge, right? So just really allowing us to, again, further that theme of moving around the battle. Now, the last 2 here, the next one I'm going to say is not necessary, but I think he just kind of fits here, is Benjen. I think Benjen is, first of all, very strong, but there are other units on the squad that could fill his position if, maybe you're playing on only 12 units. This is probably or even you would probably get rid of one of the other Lionhearts, probably Salvatore, just because he's later in the game. One thing I have confirmed, I mentioned it a couple episodes ago, that Aramin's Idol I didn't think was working. It does work. There's just no indicator that it heals. You just kind of have to look out for it, but it can most definitely heal you. Now, a couple things here. So Benjen is like just a beast. Okay, just a beast. So let's take a look at his inventory, because I got him a Crucible Battle Axe and I put 2 passives on it. Now, the very interesting thing, first of all, Aftershock, after battle, deal 10 non-lethal damage to enemies adjacent to your target. Just really strong. Can also, damage enemies that are harder to hit to kind of initiate that damage. And then, things like Marcus here, where he has a weapon that you get more attack and hit against injured enemies. Obviously, if you're having trouble hitting them, that's a way to deal damage without needing to go through the hit and avoidance, and then you can get some extra hit off that. But more importantly, the hero passive. This is the funny thing. So, gain an extra attack when initiating combat. Now, the whole reason that we put these 2 items on Benjen is because Benjen's passive says he can't double attack nor be double attacked. So the whole reason we put these on is because since he can't be double attacked, we don't have to worry too much about having that extra health padding with a shield. And so that's the whole reason we made him specifically our 2-handed users. However, if you read the very last part of this, it says due to agility differences. This, not that. Not that. The other passives that's not showing up here. Hero is not an agility difference. So it's not that he can't double at all. He can't double specifically because of agility difference. And so now what we have is a completely lopsided unit that can't be doubled, but can double other units. Now, his speed isn't that good. So there's that. But, well, actually, speed doesn't matter, right? Speed literally doesn't matter. I just went over that, because you just gain an extra attack. So now our already super heavy hitting unit, especially against like knighted units, just gets double attacks every time. So obviously not on defense, but whenever he's initiating an attack. Yeah, so it's kind of busted. Now, it doesn't happen with Warhammer, to be fair. We can't do that. But this is basically his new attack. And of course, getting double attacks, he's gaining some health on actually dealing damage. So of course, that's double healing, which he wasn't normally getting. Just a very well all-rounded unit. Now, he doesn't have any movement abilities, so we did give him Swift Boots to kind of keep up with the rest of his squad. Which, you know, to be fair, he's not really going in first. He's kind of coming in afterwards and cleaning up the tankier units. But Benjen is a very, very strong unit. And lastly, on this squad, we have Cedric. Now, I mentioned that there was a reason that I specifically want to keep him Priest as opposed to going probably the better option, which would be Acolyte to get the extra turn bonuses. But this is really the reason here. So with aiding effort, if any ally is below 50% health, and that's anywhere on the map, not just adjacent to him, gain 2 extra movement points. So this is going to allow Cedric to keep up with the rest of his squad. Now, obviously, we're not always going to have a unit that's under 50% health, but when we have 2 tanks that are kind of really focusing on protecting the other units, it's possible that this is going to trigger. And with archers, if we can get them low, you know, if we can get a healer low, this will at least allow him to kind of hold his own and keep up with the rest of his squad. And so we at least have that option there if it should come up, and it actually did in the last chapter. We also do have the option to fully heal allies, which is a good thing too. You know, this unit is not as tanky as the other squads that do have specific tanks on them. So this is kind of a good panic button to have in case we need it. As well as he can just literally talk no jutsu away enemies, but I don't think we're going to use that much. And then again, continuing on with that movement theme, cartography to allow units to pass us, and then having the double healing here with Marshal's Insight, allowing us to restore the block. Even if we don't want to heal them, it still gives Cedric something to do. So that is the middle squad. That's kind of whatever objective we need to get to fast, they're going to go and get it done. And lastly, we have, again, what I'm calling like the multi-kill squad. I don't know if that's necessarily like what it's going to be about, but that's kind of the goal here, is all centered around Ileana. Now, Ileana is not built yet. I still need to get really her pole arm, I think, if we take a look here. Yeah, I got to get her pole arm up. Well, I have to get her spear up as well. We need both of these to be A, so that way she gets as much hit chance and damage from her passive. So that's what I'm currently working on. When these are gone, these will be probably the highest level pole arm. So if I can get it to S, is going to be iffy to get it there by the end of the game, but we'll see. If we can get it to S, I'll get a Crucible polearm. If not, she'll just be on steel. And then the spear will turn into the stiletto. So the whole idea with Ileana is to play around the Elk Effigy passive. The first time each turn, you defeat 2 enemies in 1 round of combat, refresh your turn. So with the Hornbow, she can attack multiple enemies all in a straight line. They don't even have to be adjacent to each other. They can be a couple spaces away. So that's super nice. She does have to be able to target the other one, I suppose. So there is some range capacity there that we do have to take into account. So you could maybe argue that the polearm is not necessary because the polearm is kind of doing the same thing as Hornbow. So, you know, take that into consideration there. Yeah, so she would have to be like right next to a unit. So we might actually be better off putting her on polearm and then maybe using hornbow on someone else. Haven't really gotten to use this build yet, so this is kind of a more theoretical build. It still definitely works the way it is, but I don't know if it's going to work as ideally as I want it to in totality. We do have rat effigy, so if we do want to resort with the hornbow, we're not going to be at a disadvantage having to go next to a unit with a bow and then be stuck in their zone of control. We can just completely ignore that, so we just kind of have free reign over the battlefield with Ileana. Of course, she's very fast, so having 3 attacks is super nice. Oh, stiletto, like I mentioned. So while we have 2 different weapon types that can get 2 kills in a row, obviously we could do claymore as well, so depending on what you like, if you don't like polearm and you like claymores, go with that. Obviously with one of, I'm pretty sure it's, I keep saying claymore, but I mean greatsword. If you go with claymore, you have an attack that can hit 3 enemies at a time, so depending on what you want, you know, decide how you want to level them up, whatever your play style is. But stiletto, while it's a weaker weapon, because we're going to have the ability to get 3 attacks, plus we have the damage bonus, it's going to be a lot stronger than we saw it on Shiva. And that is another way we can give her an extra turn. So if there's no way to kill 2 enemies at a time, we can utilize the stiletto to go in, backstab someone, get a kill with that, and then also get an extra turn. So she's just like an extra turn monster, just getting absolutely annihilating kills. The next kind of damage unit on this squad is Sven. Sven doesn't really need an introduction. Sven is absolutely absurdly broken, gets kills all over the place, just runs around, leaps around, gets crazy kills. You know, he can really rely on the 2 other characters on this team to get damage. He comes in with crazy hit, just absolutely obliterates them. We have bear effigy here just to send a little bit of defense. I keep hovering over this. I wish this would pop up the tooltip, but so we give some additional defense. And then fighter gloves. So we don't regenerate block, but one-handed melee weapons get 4 extra attack. Now, I do have a shield on him. I understand this is not going to regenerate, but there's no other weapon that I really want on him. He is good with an axe. I'm going to keep him with an axe. And so because of that, we're just going to put the kite shield on him. So he basically has 12 extra health. They don't go away. They're a one-time use, but hey, it's extra health. It's free endurance. We're just going to put them on him. And lastly on this squad is our healer, and that is going to be Corvin. So Corvin here is kind of our last option. Originally, I was thinking that he would be able to swap in and out. Either Talon or Corvin could kind of be interchangeable, but I think that because Sven and Ileana are more likely to be on the front lines, whereas Corvin is more likely to be on the back line, if you will, and the line being our tank unit, which, as you can probably guess, is going to be Ro, Corvin can kind of sit like right on Ro's butt. And if Ro is going up against a more tanky unit, Sven and Ileana are taking out everyone else. And then Corvin can kind of sit back there and just poison the enemies that are being taunted by Ro. That's kind of the idea there. Initially, I was thinking that we could use this with the Mark squad, but I realized that poison isn't spread by the same passives that Mark is being spread with the commandos. So there was no real reason to do that. So really when Ro is just holding down the fort, Corvin can be here just poisoning up units. The adjacent hit, you could argue that we could swap this over because Ajax needs some hit, but we already have that in a couple different ways. So I think that overall Corvin is just better on this squad. I do have the skirmisher boots on him, mostly so that way we can kind of move him, you know, in front of Ro if we need to, get a heal, and then have a couple steps to move away. So again, just adding that little bit of movement. Rapier 2, just in the off chance that he needs some movement, cool, it's there. And he has a whetstone because why not? But I kind of ran out of items. So there's nothing, I'm going to be honest, there's not, like I said, there's not a lot of great items for healers I found, just because of the way that shields work in this game. So that's kind of what I did there. And that's the squad. If I need to add more units, which at this point I feel like I might have to at some point, I'm going to be interested how the game does that, because of the way that we're kind of adding on, basically you kind of build your like core 8 or 10 units. And then as you progress through the game gives you other alternatives that you recruit that are kind of at the same level or higher than you are. Because if you recruit someone lower, it's going to be harder for them to catch up. And that's kind of what we're finding now is like I have all these units down here that I could add in if the squad eventually goes to like 15, 16. But they're all under leveled. So I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do. Honestly, if I had to go over again, Cassidy is definitely someone that I would work on bringing, just as like an assassinating unit, probably make him Blade, but Cassidy, I was looking at his passives and I was like, yeah, he's still cool. He's still super cool. Yeah, like this duelist passive is just like really great. But yeah, so that is the 14 that we're going in with. What I think, again, I think these are going to work out really well. They worked out fairly well in the last episode where they weren't as closely built as this. Obviously I did make a few changes. We got some new equipment, but now I feel like these are very fine-tuned, so we can kind of go into these formation builds very quickly, assess the battlefield, figure out what squad is going to be best in what situation, and then just kind of send them and do their thing rather than have to work out on the first turn or two what units I want to go in what direction. So hopefully it will save some time in those early turns. And that's where we're at. So let's actually save because I did make a swap there on Sliker. And let's finally go in and jump in to mission. What are we on? 15? On mission 15? Whew, that's some cottage. You taking us on a vacation, General? Alas, generals never get to go on leave. May stay with the Majari and is all the time you my stay with the Majari is all the time off I've ever gotten. What are we looking at here? This place was built to house our target. It may look fancy, but make no mistake, we are looking at a very gilded cage. They built a manor for a prisoner? Makes you wonder, eh? General, if I may, to what end do you hide your secrets from us? For all your talk of trust, you've given us precious little. Yeah, you probably want more info, you spy. I'm still banking on this guy. This guy is sketchy as hell. He's gone from like a good captain to all of a sudden over the course of like the past 10 chapters, I'm super sketched out by this guy. Is that what you think? If I didn't trust you, I would have taken command myself and ordered all of you to step in line. I've told you all. I feel you need to know and trusted you to act accordingly. Doesn't matter anyway. We'll find this prisoner of yours. Sir, we've got company. Report. Oh, who is this? There's fighting outside the manor, and they've already made it inside. Already? What are we dealing with here? Unknown, but they're clearly from Fern, and they're expertly trained. Who else could it be? And the prisoner? Already taken to the basement. He is, awaiting your arrival. Very good. Go arm yourself. I'll be joining you shortly. Sir! My friend, we both knew this day might come. I'm sorry. Huh. So is that supposed to be for Wesley? Interesting. Okay, so good. We're still at 14. That would have been real embarrassing if we did all that and all of a sudden it's like, you have 8 units. I'd be like, frick. All right, objectives. Okay, survival. Here we go. Only 1 defeat condition. I do wish the defeat conditions were a little bit different from time to time, but hey, here we are. So let's go into formation. So let's take a look at the map first, see if there's any chests that I need to... Okay, so there's 1 chest down here to worry about. There's nothing over here. Oh, Matthias is over here. Okay, so I feel like there's probably going to be some kind of sub-objective here, perhaps. What about on this side? There's 2 chests over here. Okay, so there's a bunch of chests here. Other than that, there's nothing. So this whole bottom section of the map might be able to be considered 1 section. And then up here, there's 2 chests, and there's 1 chest. Okay, so there's really only 2 sides of the map here. So we got to figure out what I want to do. And I think the best thing to think about here, so let's look for armored units. And looks like our armored units are mostly this way, and I think this is actually a good thing. Okay, yep, so I've decided. So, I'm going to have are Squad 2. So Squad 2 is going to be Marcus's squadron. They are going to go through here because we have all these shielded units. And they're going to be able to break through this. So Squad 2 is going to go down this way, pick up these chests, and then since they have crazy move, likely come up here and assist if need be. Squad A, which is going to be Sliker Squad, is going to move down here to grab this chest, and then likely take care of anything that is over here, but primary target is going to be through here. Squad C, which is Ilyana, we're going to break through up here. This is where most of the squishier units are. We got a number of archers here, a couple of these more, what do you want to call them, elusive guys here with a lot of avoid. And so getting that extra, you know, we can poison them, get a little bit of damage off, and then Sven can come in and just clear them out. Yeah, and that's going to be the goal. So let's go ahead and move them around here. So yeah, so that is Douglas. I gotta make sure some of them are gonna look a little bit differently. So we have Caliph. Caliph over here can lead. Oh, wait. Why do I have Phoebe in here? Phoebe should definitely not be in here. We need Salvatore. Okay, now we should be good. Yep, okay. Formation. So, Caliph, you come up here. Salvatore, where be you? I've not played with Salvatore yet, so what do you look like? You got the golden armor, looking like a badass. Marcus, come over here. Benjen, where are you, Benjen? Benjen, over here. And then lastly, we had Cedric. Is that Cedric? No, that's Sliker. Cedric over here. Boom, they're over here. We have, let's see, Ro, you come up here. Ilyana, you come over. I'm actually going to put you back here. Sven can go up front. Melanie comes over here, swaps with Sliker. We have Ajax over here. Swap here, swap here. 3, 4, 5. And then you go up here. All right, squad of 5, squad of 5, squad of 4. All right, let's get her done. Let's go ahead and save it up and advance. All right. Now we do have a lot of squad. We do have a lot of units here. So I think the best way to describe what's... So I was questioning here a couple episodes ago why, even if we're this close to units, that we're not applying mark in our first turn. I think the best way to describe it, for my Magic the Gathering people out there, is that basically that happens during your upkeep, and I don't think that we technically have an upkeep our first turn. I think is basically what's going on here. Alrighty. So, yeah, let's get her done. Now the thing with this squad is we don't have any ranged. So we'll see if that comes back to bite us. So I think what I might actually do, I might actually just use my defense here super early and just charge in here. Which might seem weird, but that's going to put me here. And then I have 3 slots for the units behind me. Let's see. And you are a Centurion, so we can get Benjen in here. Let me think here. Oh, actually, this is totally fine. Yeah, we get this off with Benjen, which is going to get you super weak. And then I can bring in Marcus. And Marcus... Oh, it's just shy. What can we do to fix that? Let me think here. Because I was thinking if we overkill, then we get an extra turn and can work on this guy. Oh, I can just give him, no, I can't give an extra turn with Cedric because you're not doing that. But I can talk no jutsu you. Perhaps. Because this guy has, lower defenses, maybe I can get an overkill on him instead. But now it's an overkill. So I think what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to break... I actually don't even need to break Ajax off. I can literally just have him here. Get a kill there. Just so that way there's no one behind Caliph. So I gotta be careful about this. Because there's just a lot of units here in front. So let's do this. I'm going to have Douglas come up here. And Douglas, this is probably a pretty good time. Yeah, right at the start here, we're just going to, everybody, you're just going to taunt everybody. Gotta remember, I still have Cedric that we can use. So I want to be careful and not to put units on this line. Take these guys out and then have them come to me and kill them. So... Oh, Sliker doesn't have... I do have the pole hammer here. I'm going to try and get as much damage on these guys as I can, which takes out the archer. I think this is actually great. I think there was something I need one more endurance for. It might have been a better shield. Oh, right, but I'm in zone of control. But you're taunted, so I don't really care about that. So the only thing I can really do is use my short bow. So I think I'm going to use short bow here. And then have Douglas get the kill here. And because he has first strike, he won't take damage from that, which will kind of soften this guy up. We'll back up here since they... Okay, they couldn't attack me. This is literally where they can attack, so I was fine there. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? Do I want to save my extra... I think I want to save my extra turn, because I think I'm fine here. We should be able to... Actually, no, I lied. I'm going to use my extra turn. I'm going to use it to get rid of this guy, because I'm pretty sure I can first strike kill him, and then I'm not too worried about the one behind him. Something I should have thought about, though. I should have put Talon over here. Because now this guy can come in and pull arm these two. Okay, so Cedric can come over here. There's no one to really concern ourselves with. And let's see. So Ro now. Ro will be able to hold this down. Let's go ahead and get a bleed going over... Yeah, over here. And this is just incredible damage. And because we have the pole arm, I'm going to move her back. Of course, she got 2 kills, so she actually gets an extra turn. I am going to bring her in for the extra kill here. To get her as much weapon XP as possible. Let's see, so Sven... I don't think I can jump that far. I cannot. There is... Let's see. I could move you up here. It's a little bit weird with the claymore. I think I'm actually just going to move Sven up here. Sven is actually, you know, pretty decent on defense. He might take a shot here, but I want to be able to move up and push this archer. And then Corvin, unfortunately, let's see. Actually, he can only move here, so Corvin is safe here. We're gonna heal up your defense, get you some experience, and I'm just gonna keep you right here. Yeah, see, that's kind of what I was worried about. I'm not concerned about that. Alrighty, let's start setting up our debuffs. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. How am I supposed to get these chests? Huh. Okay, so we really have to maximize our turns here if we want to get all of them. Okay, so let me worry about down here first, because if I need to, I might have to pull off some units. Because obviously we're getting attacked from 2 fronts here. Here we can hold with just a single, because they're kind of, you know, thermopiling through here. So I think if we pole hammer through here, we kill 1. I gotta worry about retaliating attacks, though. So maybe we do this instead. Okay. If he did hit us, I wasn't super concerned about it. Yeah, obviously we spread mark like that, so this is going to be really great. Now the question is, do I want to attack first? Let's see what our damage looks like. Now I may want to bow these guys. Yeah, we get a kill on either of these, so let's go ahead and bow this guy down. Right, that is going to leave me undefended. So let's actually move ourselves back. Go for the shielded unit. I'm going to have Benjen, I think, split off. And take out this guy. So watch his health bar here. So see how it went up a little bit? There's no actually healing number, which I do wish that it had. But you can see here that he is healing himself. Okay. Now... Sliker can take care of this. I think I want to get Sliker in here with his spear. Actually, either of these do the same amount of damage. But he does so much damage, I think I want the first strike. So let's get the kill here. Might take a little bit... Okay, we take a little bit of damage. That's fine. But we get our extra turn. Now, I think what I actually want to do here is let's move Ajax in here. Oh man, can you not get this kill? Ajax, buddy. Oh, no, you totally can. You totally can. We just move you back here. Oh, because you were already getting that bonus. Yeah, you were already getting that bonus. Okay. This is still fine, though. So I can move Sliker over here. Let me think. Let me think. You know what else I can do? Okay, I know what we're doing. So we're moving Ajax in here. We get the double here. Okay. Now, so these guys can only get to this right here, right? They can move up here and they can attack here. So if I get Talon down here... Are you kidding me? He's 1 damage short. So this does 46. That brings him to 4, right? And I can do 5. Okay, perfect. And then I can have Douglas kill off this unit. There's the 500% chance. I probably should check this. Okay, they can't get far enough. And then we get 100%. Okay. So now... Let's worry about up here, again, to see if we need any of these units to come off, to branch off. I don't think they do. I think right now we're good. Because these units are all pretty spread out. So I don't have a way to get 2 with Ileana. Ro can come up here. Let me think here. I do have an extra turn. Okay, you can easily clear him. So let's do this. Ro, you come up here. You injure this guy. Ileana, you get a kill here. One, two, three, 4, which means he can't attack there, so I'll keep her here. Which means Sven is now free to move. So we can give Sven this kill, which is going to give him some attack buffs, be an overkill. So he gets another turn. I don't even have to worry about this unit, which is great. There's a reasonable chance we get this. Unfortunate. Okay, we at least trade misses, so that's fine. Now, if I wanted to, I can give him an extra turn and give it another shot. That's a little bit dangerous, so I think that I'm actually going to give Ileana that extra turn, and she should likely have extra move here. Actually, I'll keep him moved up a little bit. What is my... Thank you. Okay, so that bug's been happening a little bit, where I don't get my damage preview. Nice, we're up to B. Just got to get up to A. Oh, there's actually 2 chests over here. Yeah, there's a frick ton of chests down here. Alrighty, what is the most effective way to do this? So, Salvatore, you do have a claymore, buddy. Yeah, why am I not getting my preview? Thank you. Let's see, so if I clear him out, it doesn't really do anything. If I clear you out, that doesn't particularly do anything either. Oh, he's the only one, right, because of the fear. Okay, so that doesn't really do anything. Could charge in. Does charging in do anything? It pushes a unit back. Not particularly. Okay, let's try and kill off this unit. God, we're just shy of damage here. Let's see here. Is there anything fancy I can do? Like, I can charge him, which would give us some more defense. Could try and stagger. That doesn't seem like a great option. Fortunately, I don't think I can kill, like, both of these. Man, there's a chance that I get that kill, and then there's a chance that it ends up really bad. Oh, he doubles me. That's a problem. Anything I do here is kind of a problem. Okay, we're gonna force this guy back a bit. And I think I'm gonna try and go for the cripple. Nice. Great job, Salvatore. Great job, Salvatore. Any kills we can get on defense is money. Okay, good, Marcus. Yeah, we're getting swamped down here. This is issues. This is big issues. This is actually not as much of a problem as I thought it was going to be. I mean, it might eventually. And how many turns? I have 12 turns? I want turn 3. Okay. And Benjamin's just kind of soloing right now. Unfortunately, we miss on that. Are you better at getting that kill? You 100% are. So let's get this going. Give her extra turn. Spread the mark. Now I need to worry about him because he can get through zone of control. I mean, Benjamin, are you just like clobbering these guys? Is that what we're doing here? Yeah, I think we're just gonna have you break off here. There's just not enough room for melee. Like, I think I'm gonna have Benjamin for this squad. I think I'm gonna have Benjamin over here. I think I gotta have Ajax break off. Because I need someone in the back line who can get some damage going. That's unfortunate. Hang on, I gotta check that tile. Okay, Ajax is fine here. That's an issue. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do here so Talon, you're gonna heal here. You can now move, or actually you get your extra turn because of Dove. Right, I don't have the boots on you. What's the problem? I thought I did. I have the skirmisher boots over here. Because if I move him back here, I can give Ajax some additional move. Right? These two squares would be free. But then what else am I doing here? Not really anything. Shouldn't that give him... I would think that would give him extra move, but it doesn't look like it is. Do I not understand how this is working? Oh. I see. Okay, it's okay. It's only when this unit can act. So that's, yeah, I can't move him to make it better. Well, shit. That is no bueno. So I feel like Ajax kind of has a wasted turn here. Because, like, ideally I would bring him down. Well... yeah, it's definitely kind of a wasted turn. But I think I just have to get him over here. Let's see. How's our pole hammer doing? Not great. We don't even have that over here. Okay, so we're short of any damage on these guys. We're actually just short damage all around. Of course, because now my Talon is over here. So let's move you back. Let's create a wall here. Yeah, I have no way of getting a kill here. So let's get some damage on you. We can retaliate here with Douglas. Why did I think she has agile? Okay. We have agile, right? We do. Because now I need to use that. Unfortunately. Although, do I? Actually, I don't need to. Because now that we got rid of the polearm user, I can sit here and block Melanie. But I think I would prefer them come for Douglas. She's going to have to dodge one attack. Okay, so I think the easy play here is we're going to full restore. But I obviously want her to potentially take as much damage as she's going to before we do that. Man, my hit rate here is just garbage. Let's see if we can get this guy dead. Okay, nice. If I charge you here, that's scary. That's scary. We got 3 instances where you can take damage. I think I do like this, though. I want to move her up a bit more. Oh, that's right. I get an extra turn. Jeez. You can come up behind me. That's not good. I don't think I can do a whole lot with my extra turn here. Technically, like, I could do something like this, but that seems really bad. I don't want to come up here because then I can get attacked from 3 sides. So I think I'm just going to post him up here so that way he can only take an attack from 1. It obviously does open us up to a double from the Claymore. But that's better than opening up Marcus to 3 attacks. Technically 4, because there's a ranger here. Okay, we'll just leave him here. Now I think what we're gonna do is have Ileana and Sven break off, and they can. I think they can easily take out these 3, get the chests, and then just keep it moving. And then Ro and Talon are gonna kind of, I think, hold these off. We might have somebody break off depending on how this fight is going. I might actually just hold them back. These guys are going to keep pursuing forward, so I might actually have to back off a bit, allow them to come in, and then maybe have Sven and Ileana come back in when necessary. So you have a very low chance of hitting. So I need to get... Let's see. So this is going to deal 20 damage. 12 minus 8. That's going to bring you down to 39. Which will give you a bunch of extra hit. 46. I don't think that's going to give me the... That's not going to give me the double, though. I could move back here. That's just a straight up kill. All these are. Let's see, so if I get the kill here, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, jump at this guy. But then if I jump... actually, no, I don't think I can jump there, right? Because he needs a space behind him. Oh, no, just adjacent. 2, 3. But then this is a little scary. But I think we're fine because we have the shield for taking the claymore attack, and then 6 attack and avoiding combat bonus halves if target enemy has one adjacent ally. So if we're lucky, this guy gets pushed in one of these two, which decreases the bonus. If we're unlucky, he gets pushed this way. I suppose if we're real lucky, we just kill him. Okay. Well, he was going to go to one of the good tiles. And then once we get this guy dead, I only need 1 unit up here to get both these chests. So Sven... Is Sven going to take that fall, or is Ileana going to take that fall? I think Sven is going to take that fall. I think I would rather have... obviously, I want Ileana in combat longer. And so I think Ileana, we would pull back to here. But I don't have the firepower right now to take on these guys. But depending on how this fight goes, I can bring 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think I'm going to be able to hit them with range, but I think I'm just going to... What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Do I hold them here, or do I push them, move them back a little bit? We're gonna hold. Oh, shit. Okay, so that is a really, really bad downside. That is real bad. Holy frick. Wait, how am I supposed to get all these? There's no shot I'm supposed to get these chests. Okay, I cheated. I looked I looked what was in all the chests. So there's actually, you're actually not really supposed to get all these. You can, but this is definitely a survival mission, 100%. There's nothing that's super valuable in everything. It's a lot of like crucible weapons and seals that I don't particularly care about. There are a couple that I am going to try and get, those being, let's take a look here. There's a, so basically I'm going for like the unique stuff. So this chest has a, an item that I do want. So we're going to try and go for that one. Let's see here. Anything else? Technically, this one does. I don't think that I'm going to be able to get up there, though. And then we'll grab these just because we're already up here. Ugh. Ooh, that's a big yuck. Okay, that's fine. So we're gonna have Ileana come up here. Okay, so Sven's making his way back here because we got to regroup. Okay, now we can take care of you. Now, I'm not super concerned. Oh, frick. That's actually fine. We have him facing that way. Now, we do have you marked. So, because you're going to be a pain in the ass to hit. Yeah, we can hit you. So, we got 100% kill here. Let's get that going. We get our extra turn. We put the mark here, which is super important, and we get our extra turn. Now, you guys... Okay, so you're going to be able to hit this little cross pattern here, which is a problem. Nope. Don't even think about going there. Let's see. So, Melanie, we post you up here. You need to get your kill, so let's get a kill here. And you're now out of the line of fire. Sliker is not currently. But you do have agile. So if we can kill you. But your speed is... I'm assuming your speed is cracked. Oh, we're actually tied for speed. So I can't double kill you. So then what I actually need to do is... Melanie, let's weaken you up a bit. So that way, Sliker here... can get the kill here. Ah, Matthias, dutiful as ever, I see. General Wesley, tell me what changed. Why would the Rangers come here of all places? I suppose you don't get much news out here, eh? The Rangers are gone. Dust and Fern have gone to war again. Another war. And the Rangers... Yes, I suppose it's a silver lining, isn't it? You may have been trapped out in the middle of nowhere for all these years, but at least you escaped their little purge. Always good to look on the bright side, eh? And what about you? What's your angle in all this? You weren't supposed to know what I'm guarding. I wasn't. In a sense, I don't, but who else could necessitate all these contingencies? Let alone the manor. Guards posted in the middle of nowhere for decades, threatening the peace between Fern and the States for each day you remain here. No, there's only one man who could deserve such special treatment. And you would free him, even knowing all this? I would. You would stop me? I suppose I would, as well. Let's have ourselves a duel then. The first of the Rangers and the last of the Rangers. Let us test our mettle. Alrighty. Oh, I have to get a kill with the short bow? Oh, that's gross. Well, you can only choose one of these two, and honestly, I'm kind of... whichever way you go is actually fine. However, this is not fine. This is not fine. So I think we're going to stay posted up here. Now, of course, you can still shoot Wesley in the back. Or not Wesley, excuse me, Sliker. Let's see here. Where's the archer that's giving us trouble? Is that what I want to work on, is taking you out? Probably not. I'm actually not really benefiting much over here, to be honest. Because of my low hit rate. See, it's situations like this, which is why I want Caliph to have, potentially have a claymore. Or a greatsword, because she can get multiple hits here. Is that just less damage? Oh, no, it's because I double with this. Frick. I guess, although what that does do is it does allow me to get a kill with Marcus, an overkill. So it's a little dangerous. I was going to say I could run in here, get the additional fortification, and then maybe try and backstab here. But I gotta kind of break through this. Do I try and hit you? Nice, okay. So Marcus can get this kill. You can't get that kill. Are you freaking kidding me? 1 damage off again. Hang on. Let me do some... Yeah, I could potentially lose Cedric. I was going to say maybe bring Cedric in here, but I think you could potentially get killed. And he can't break through here. Yeah, that was just not great. Let's see. There's not a whole lot I can do here. That's not true. I can get some healing here. Okay, and then let's see what they do. This is actually potentially troublesome, depending on how much damage this guy's gonna do. If he even hits me. Yeah, how did that treat you? Like... Okay, so I think these chests are actually a trap. Oh, nice. Okay, so that's one attacker that we don't have to worry about going after Marcus. 2 attacker. Okay, I don't... Oh, I suppose maybe it's because we have the extra fortification on Marcus that they decided not to go after him. Okay. So Ilyana, let's have you come up here. Grab the shark effigy, which is one of those ones that we don't really care about. It's just you can act it's the one where, oh, what is it? You can act again if you kill like a bleeding enemy or something like that. Let's see, it's 45. So 45 drops you down. You're at 63. That should be enough for a double, right? Oh, and the fact that it just doesn't even worry about shield, it's definitely enough for a double turn. So you're taking 10. Okay, so that's not enough for the kill. We can get a kill here, though, as long as we hit. Nice. Okay, so Sven is not in danger. Pretty good level. Okay, now you, sir. What is that? Oh, Centurion. We don't have any Centurions. That's why I'm like, what the frick? Okay, so let's spread around some marks. So we kill this guy, spreads mark everywhere, which is great. Unfortunately, we did lose our attack buff. That was my mistake. I wasn't even thinking about that. That whole turn with Talon was just really bad. Honestly, it's probably deserved that I lose out on that. So, is Sliker capable of taking you out? Okay, so I'm going to have Sliker attack here first. He's going to get to go again. Spread around this mark. Because all of these units have more health in this one, and Melanie is my stronger bow user. Okay, Benjamin, you are starting to get into trouble, my guy. Oh, that's a bummer. Ooh, there we go. Okay, let's figure this out over here. So, because I don't want to forget how many turns I have left. So Sliker's already gone once. Melanie can go again. Or she has not gone yet, so she has basically 2 moves here. So I think I would like to let's see. If I move her in here, that's going to give her an extra turn so I can back off, but I'm only going to be able to back off 1 square. Douglas is not strong enough to get a kill here. So we get this kill. We then get our extra turn. Keep you backed off. Now. Okay, so I have a guaranteed kill there. So Sliker... Nope, let's do this first. So that way you're not in zone of control. Sliker can attack from here. Get the kill. And now he can take a couple steps back. Corvin, I'm going to bring down here to start getting our heals going off. Now let's see. So our added accuracy comes from what again? Just from Mark. Right, it was Mark and being next to Sliker. So that's a bit of an issue for us. Because I can't hit jack shit over here. So it might be time. I'm going to save Ajax for last because it might be time to move back over here. Even though he's done nothing over here yet. So I think I'm just going to go for the chance to mark here. Huh. Let me think on it. Let me think on it. Unfortunately, Salvatore, I kind of want you here. We could put you... We could... God, I keep pushing Marcus into more and more dangerous territory, though. Because I have some decent greatsword attacks. I can only jump at this guy. I move Caliph up here. No, there's... Problem is, Marcus is kind of stuck. I can give an extra turn, though. No, I can't. He's gonna get literally an exact kill. So let's do this. Maybe we taunt here. Just so that way I don't have anyone on our back. I mean, I still have this archer at the back, I suppose. Let's see if I can soften him up. Damn it. Where do you get moved to? Okay. So now I can have Marcus come in here. Overkill. And now with my extra turn, finally get this guy out of here. Cedric, I can actually protect from the archer by getting close up, since he can't attack me. That also restricts his movement to these two squares, and he can't attack Cedric from here. Unless he has a melee weapon. He does not. And from here, we can restore Kayla's shield. Come on, Caliph. Oh, you're just stupid. You're just stupid. Okay, I don't understand what anybody's doing now. At first, I thought they were going after Salvatore because Marcus was fortified, but now that they're both fortified, I don't understand what they're doing. Okay. We are halfway through. Let's go ahead and collect this. Crucible Sword. Obviously, that's the better of the two. Again, this is the one that I really do want to get. Okay. So, I think what I need to do right now is prioritize getting a mark likely on this guy if I can. Getting a kill, spreading mark here. And then kind of moving away from this squad, basically taking care of this squad. Okay, 6-7%. Come, actually, is there a better... Man, I need the additional hit from Sliker. But Sliker, I need to go after the hit. So yeah, I need you to come in here first. Actually... Nope, that's a wasted turn. I was going to say, I could give Sliker an additional turn, but I can't even hit from there, is the problem. So I can't get those... It's two tiles, right? It is 2, so if I'm here, this is technically 2. That would soften them up. So then we have additional hit here. We apply mark here. Get you down here. Melanie can come over here. Get the kill. Presumably. Hang on. Okay, hang on. There's a whole bunch of shit happening here. So 22. If I get the +3, that's 50. So it's not actually enough. Unless... And I'm not going to get the bonus damage from there. Okay, then I think this has to be first. Okay, that solves all our problems. That literally solves all our problems. Oh, I wouldn't have even been able to shot. Oh, no, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, great. We get to spread our mark. We get another turn. We're definitely going to be swapping over to melee here. The question is, what do I want to do here? And I think the safe option is to have Benjin come over here. Get his kill here. Melanie can then come down here. Shoot this guy in the face. which is going to give her an extra turn and spread mark over here. All right, so we just took care of this whole squad in one turn, which is great. That's exactly what we wanted. Now... Actually, you're not Talon. You're Corvin. Corvin, get in here and heal up Sliker. It's an awful level. Don't you also provide hit? Oh, but it's only adjacent allies. Okay. So, yeah, so Sliker's definitely just better. Melanie's good here. So we get our money. Let's see. So there's nothing I can really do with Sliker. So I think what we'll do then... Let's see, so if I put Douglas here... He can be attacked by 3 units. But they can't get past him. And so I can put Sliker back here. We'll put his spear on. Only 1 unit can attack with polearm and hit Sliker. So this is fine. Yeah, I'm going for it. So now that this guy's gone, I can bring Row up here. Go for the attack. So that way if he attacks us, then we can count... Well, actually, we can counter and kill with either of these units. So, Salvatore... I would say that's pretty good. So we'll keep Cedric here. This guy can still move back. There. Oh, actually, no. I have to move you here. We can get a full heal. So again, I am trying to get these. Okay, these guys I don't have to worry about moving. That's the only one that I need to be worried about moving here. It's only 7 damage. That doesn't kill. It's a pretty good shot at getting that kill. And then if it's not... God, that's 9? Okay, get him out of here. Well, that's a shit level. Man, even with the defense ring, you didn't get a defense level up? Dude, you have like an 80 or 90% chance to get a level up there. Yeah, dude, these Claymore AIs are real bad. They're real bad. They're just not going for the doubles when they have the opportunity to. That actually kind of... actually, no, I guess that's fine. That's fine. Okay, that guy did get demolished. Yep, they did exactly what I wanted to. Now, this is actually perfect because I can move in here, get my overkill, and then see what I want to do here. Salvatore, how is your double here? Holy frick, dude. Oh, right. That's the different... Okay, so that is the difference between the two. So I mentioned it before. I kind of forgot the difference. So the Zweihander, which we have, can attack the front 3 units. The Claymore has an ability that I think attacks the 3 units in front, but it also pushes them back. So this is actually what... Yeah, so this is actually what I want on Salvatore, because I want as much AoE as possible. Because otherwise the squad doesn't really have a lot of AoE. Sick. Salvatore being a bro. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the party, pal. So we can move our way down here. Now, I don't actually think... I'm really hoping that no one spawns here, because so far they haven't. Because I don't think that I need Caliph down here anymore. I think that I can bring her in and start helping out up here. Unfortunately, so I thought that Ileana would be able to use her extra, what is it, her extra move, after an action. Yeah, so I figured chest would be an action, so she could open a chest, move 2, and then get her move. I guess that's not the case. Or... Oh, it's not... I guess it's not the case because the... No, I didn't... Yeah, I didn't get it. So, unfortunately, that kind of sucks because I did need a lot of levels on her. Yeah, so I'm gonna start making my way back. I do not want to jump in here yet with Marcus, though. I want to get them weaker first. Right? Because we get the bonus here to attack and hit against injured. So we can come in here, get Zweihander off. Still have to worry about this, though. Ooh, I need... Oh, God. That's going to be a problem, actually. Okay. We'll figure that out. We got to turn for that. So I don't care about these, right? So up here, there's a Crucible Spear and a Guarded Refinement, which on kill replenished all shield points. Yeah, I just don't care about these, because I can always buy the Spear. But I do need to hold them off until Ileana gets back. But she's got, what? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, she's just out of this fight. That kind of sucks. So we're just going to retreat here. Let's see. Here, though... If I get the kill here, it spreads mark here. I can go again, it spreads mark here, which then makes it easier for Ajax to hit. Let's do it from here. That way we're not taking any damage. Move you back. Yeah, this is where I would really like to have Talon. Okay, this is nice. I can get with this. And then we can come over here. Actually, I don't even need to do that. I can just go ahead and give... is it necessary to give an extra turn here? Yeah, it kind of is. Yeah, I can either heal or I can actually get a kill. Well, this is now a bummer. Oh, wait. No, it's not. No, it's not. Because I can have Douglas finish him off. Move Spec. There we go. So now here... What are you? Lionheart. Okay, so I can't pole arm you. Yeah, so here we're just gonna take the turn off. So she's safe here and then can potentially spread mark again. And then Benjen will also back up. There we go. So now we're going to be able to spread mark on someone. And then we can just kind of chain it. Holy shit. My heart, people. Why did you get to move so far? Why did we not account for that? Oh, you fucker. You fucker. So I was right on the edge, but this piece of shit came up here, attacked Benjin, so we hurt him, which then gave him an extra point of move. So while I thought I was, man, okay, yep, you got me there. You got me there. I'll give it to you. I will give it to you. You got me there. But my poor heart, I can't really take that. Can't really take that. Okay, let's see here. I can't do nearly enough here. Yeah, so this is gonna be a Benjin kill. Let's see, so Corvin, you gotta start healing up here, buddy. See, so we can get our range. Oh, you fuck. Okay, we can tag team. Ajax first attacks here. Slager can attack here, move out of the way of this guy. And then Melanie can take care of this guy once he gets the, mark applied to him. Oh, and I haven't even used my full turn yet. Okay. Yep. Definitely don't move there. Yeah, that's danger. Actually, no. This is fine. This is fine. Because I'm not in a zone of control. So I'm going to be able to move back. Melanie can come in here. And we have an additional problem. We take you out. She might get roughed up a little bit. She might get roughed up a little bit. I mean, there's no way... Well, actually, she might take a hit, but thankfully she's not getting doubled. And overall, he's pretty weak. So let's go ahead and make our wall so that way they can't get past us. Now, do I have a way of getting through here? Yeah, this guy is a problem. If I want to do it the fast way. We do it the dangerous way, which is to put a spear on, dash through, hit this guy, and then, depending on where they go, maybe hit with Marcus. That's leaving a lot up to chance, though. I don't know that I'm crazy about that. This leaves one kill. This leaves one open for Marcus. Bring Cedric down to heal. Cedric might die. Drops me down to 8, 7. Okay, let's keep Ro's defense up. Oh, wait, how did he? Good. Oh, okay, we're good down here. How did he double us? Is it that swirly passive that he has? Does that make him more troublesome? Oh, dude, fuck that. Holy shit. We're screwed. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. What is making you, let's see. You get 4, oh, you get 4 extra speed. Oh my frick. Oh, the problem is I left Sal open. Although, actually, if I just close him in, this guy can't. Oh, no, I can't do that. Because then he can choose who he wants to go after. Okay, I actually have to heal here. So, this is a bloody battle. It's certainly a bloody battle. Okay, this is probably the best we're getting here. What about... yeah, that's not enough. Ooh, we got some decent move here. So I think we're likely to go help out over here. We could just back everybody up, which is, I think, what we're going to do. So let's go help out over here. I'm actually going to face her this way in case these guys are able to come up here. We're going to mark this guy so that way we can spread it over here. But first I need to get a kill. So because she has more move, I'm going to get Sliker up here. Get the kill here, which spreads Mark here. We get his secondary move. If I get that kill, can she... oh yeah, she can easily get that. So that puts Sliker in safety. Okay. So, then what we can do, because now I have plenty of turns over here, Douglas, let's bring you down here. There is a battle axe, I see that, but we have plenty of defense. And I would rather go here, so that way they can't go 1, 2, and then someone sneaks up here, and that'd be 3. So here there's only 2 units that can come here. I guess they could filter someone down here, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's actually keep all these guys down here. Let's burn our taunts, that way they don't go try and go 1v1 Ileana. It's pretty low chance. It's pretty low chance. So let's prep Sven for next turn then. And she is not agile, so we're not going to bring her down here. Give a spear. I don't care about that, so we'll get the kill over here. Help row out a little bit. And then Corvin. Let's start healing up Sliker. Yeah, this is a brutal fight. This is the kind of battle that I like, though. Don't double? Okay, nice. Yeah, this is just, it's a little bit scary down here. This is a little bit terrifying. I like battles that have a bunch of, like, little mini battles. But I kind of I don't know how it would be, but I kind of wish there was a warning that enemies were going to spawn, like how often they were going to spawn, because now this unit is a little screwed. So what I can do, this is just a free turn. Man, I was really hoping that would kill. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the one that I wanted. Now the question is, do I care about this? So this is a Crucible Shield. I don't think I do, because I can just buy this. The idol was the unique thing on the map. So I'm going to put Marcus here. My line of thinking is that if this guy comes here, well, first of all, obviously he can't kill me. I can't kill him. So this space is basically blocked off. He could, 1, 2, 3, I guess he could go this way, but he's not going to be able to double here. And he's not going to be able to, I don't think he's going to be able to kill, yeah, he can't double here, so he can't kill Cedric. I should have done that before, but we're safe here. If he does decide to do that, then, you know, it does offer us up to an attack once, but if this guy decides to go here, it gives us another turn of reprieve that we're not getting attacked by these guys. All right, let's finally get Ileana back into the fight. There's no way I can get doubles with her, and she doesn't have stilettos right now. So we're just working on getting spear experience. Make sure Sven can get his extra turn in case we need it. Nope. Ajax, you go here. That's unfortunate. Okay, we'll have you take out this unit. And then if you don't take it out, that's an enemy with Mark. Okay, we did kill him. Okay, we get the kill. Come on, Benjamin. Nice. Okay, should be able to get this kill. Nice. So we can get our Sliker down here. Do we have our extra turn? We do. Might not need it. I think Douglas might be fine to get that. Gonna leave us here just in case, though. Yeah, so we can't get that kill. You guys can't get anywhere close, so we're just gonna give this one to Douglas. Okay, nice. There's that point of defense. See, so they have 2 turns. They go 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we can now... honestly, I'm just gonna post up here. Because if these guys come down here, then I can get Ileana a double, perhaps. Melanie over here doesn't really... It's until the end of next turn. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not helpful. But I'm thinking perhaps for turn 12, I might need her over there. Better idea. Much better idea. We move her here. We have Corvin give her an extra turn. And now, as long as we don't line up with this diagonal here, which we're not even close, now she should be able to help out in next turn. Oh, frick, dude, she's... Oh, man, she's right off. Okay, so we've already committed. So maybe I can pull off this Claymore user. Sorry, greatsword user. Keep doing that. Okay, might be able to pull, get him off Cedric. Okay, so can't do that because I'm dead. Man, there's a slight chance we don't get that kill. Let's see, 25. Yeah, that's not enough for doubles. Okay, let me come back to that. We're not going to get a double here, but that's fine. And we get our level. We get a bit of experience. Sven can jump. Get his super overkill. Okay, I was thinking maybe I can come over here. Forgot about these four. Honestly, Ro is kind of out of the fight. I almost did something very stupid. I almost held spacebar to skip her turn, which would have skipped everything. Okay. Nope, 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 nope. Stay back here. Okay, so at this point, these guys we can soften up next turn. Douglas can hold the front here. Caliph is going to help over here. If they come as far as possible, Slagers can still do mark from here. Benjen is fine here. You're holding here. Now, what are we doing about this? This is a bit of a puzzle. Because ideally, we don't lose Cedric. So honestly, I think what it might be is just go for the roll. Because if I do this... So the issue with this is that then I need Cedric to hit. Oh, wait, why did his damage go down? I thought we figured that out before. Oh, no, he hit for 1. Okay, yeah, so that's not even a thing. So I think that I have to go for this. Which is, I just don't want to get hit. Brick. Okay, worst case scenario is we got hit and then we missed back. Okay. They have 2 turns left. Okay, that's fine. Melanie has done more than her job. More than her job. Get the frick out of here. Get the frick out of here. Okay. We got out of that. We're now safe on this side. I don't even have to worry about these guys because they're not doing anything for the rest of the fight. Actually, well, yeah, I was gonna say I probably should have given some experience to Cedric, but that's fine. Are these guys moving? Okay, they are not moving. So let's get her a little bit more spear experience. Unfortunately, her little her escapades, you know, mean that we lost a lot of XP there. Okay. I should have moved Ro down earlier. Because then I could have gotten some taunts off. Go for the extra kill. Or the extra turn, excuse me. We get up to S, although that doesn't really matter. We're not going to be using a Crucible Bow with Sliker. Okay, we're gonna just go for the axe XP. Kill there, get the kill there, clean them out. Okay, we don't have to worry about anything there. Douglas can hold everything down here. We get some XP here. And I just taunt you. And Sven can do fuck all. Alright. We made it through. God, that was a long one, but, God, that might be my I say this every time. I don't know. I think one of the best things about this game is its overall, just mission and level design. I'll talk about a bit about it after we do the story. You've lost. Are you ready to surrender yet? I can't. I can still... Matthias, please, lower your weapon. Don't throw your life away over this. Over what? My honor? My pride? My duty? You've done it once before. Why not again? Elias. He knows your name, then he really is your father? Oh! God, I should have put that together too. They both have orange eyes. Frick, man. He is. Years ago, he abandoned the Rangers, betrayed our country, leaving me behind, me and his tattered legacy. I did what I was ordered to do. I succeeded without you, father. In spite of you, rose through the ranks, carrying the torch you left to sputter and die. As any son of mine would, I am proud. Is that what you wanted to hear? No. I'm not sure. An apology. To yell at you, to show you how little I needed you. And now I just want answers. I don't care about the rest. You'll find all the answers you seek down below. He's in the basement, awaiting my blade, no doubt. Who? You don't know? Sliker, come. Let's go meet our guest of honor. Matthias, come with us. You too, Elias. Me? Why? Because I want you there. If this involves your father, it involves you. Call it an order if it helps. Sir. Alright, what's the reveal? Who is this? My friend, you can come out now. Are they gone? We're right here. You're a ranger, aren't you? A ranger general, yes, and we've come to free you. Why? What could you possibly want with me? Your country needs you just as they did years ago. Slow down a minute, Wesley. Who is this man? He didn't tell you? I figured you could introduce yourself better than I could. Very well. I am Roderick, eldest son of King Philip III, former heir to the throne of Fern, and you know who I am. Oh, shit! So, this is the brother of August? Oh, that is a man. The traitor. Oh, the traitor prince. Wait, what happened with him again? We have his sword. Impossible. They had you executed. That's what they told everyone. I was merely exiled, sent away to live out the rest of my days in this manner. I suppose my father thought it a kindness. It was not. You knew, Wesley? You knew all along? In truth, I had but suspicions. They were far from unfounded, however. How did you learn of his survival? It was my duty to guard him. Nobody else at this post knew his identity save for me. But I am old. If I died, the duty of warden was to be passed on to a ranger general, along with the knowledge I hold. My father, to be precise, he told me of his duty, though, of course, he couldn't predict that he'd guarded the traitor prince. When he passed away, Philip appointed a new inheritor to the duty, and found me wanting. Unfortunately for him, this only stoked my curiosity further. You must be that boy, Wesley. You look just like your father. And you, yours. You led us here to free this monster? And you, father, you protected him all these years? Stand down, Elias. My son, I was given an order. If I could have told you, I would have, but I was sworn to secrecy. In the end, it was all for naught. And you, Wesley, have you anything to say for yourself? Elias. Let him speak, Captain. He has every right to be angry. I'm not sure what he wants me to say, though. My time with the Chamber of Peers has shown me that the Blue Bloods of Fern feel nothing for the people that make up our country. My every attempt to help them has been met with hostility, and now they're slaughtering their own people to further their agendas. The nation is rotten to the core. It needs something new, something better. It needs me. We nearly tore Fern asunder. It's a miracle we're even still standing. You think I am to blame? I can only imagine what tales my father and his cronies have spun about me, but know this, history is written by the victors. Very true. There is a reason so many supported Roderick's cause. Those same wounds that inspired his rebellion have lingered on this day, and look where it's gotten us. You're not going to convince me to trust him with mere words. His actions have spoken loud enough. Elias, please. No, my friend, it's all right. Your son is right. If it is my actions that have shaken his faith in me, then let me use actions to prove my worth. Wesley, I would speak with you about our next move. I'm sorry, but general or no, I'm not the one leading this band. Captain? You want to talk business? You can talk to me. And you can do it in front of everyone. Very well. Do you know where we are right now? We're near the border, aren't we? Not just the border. There is a great mine not south from here, a few days' march at most. I would show you what it is I fight for, and what it is my fight can bring to Fern. I ask but this one chance. Is that acceptable to you? I don't trust you yet, but if you want to try and earn my trust, all right. But this is still my crew, not yours. I have a duty to keep them safe. Do you understand? Of course. Then I suppose we have our next move. We can discuss this more later. How are we going to explain this to the others? Let me handle that. You pull yourself together. Got that? What? But I'm... Elias? Yes, sir. Good man. I'm sorry for everything. I know you are, and I don't care either. Glad to know you've become a good man. In all of this, my greatest fear was that you would lose your way. You doubted me too, then? You know that's not what I meant. You could have said no, you could have stayed with me. And force another to make that same sacrifice? No, Elias, I chose my path. I chose duty. It is, at once, my greatest regret and my greatest pride. Your greatest pride? Once you were mine, to be your son was like a badge of honor. But ever since you left, the weight of what you've done hung around my neck like a noose, rope dragging on the ground, sagging on every bump and pedal in the road. It sounds like we both sacrificed a lot in the name of our duties. I know it may take you some time to see it that way, but save it, please. Just go. I need a moment alone. Right. When the time comes, Elias, choose the right path. You'll know it when you see it. That's all. In Iroquois. Was that victory more to your liking, August? Go on, speak. You were right. I'd pictured battle to be so much grander than this. This was just a slaughter. It was war. Plain, simple war. Just like any other war. Do you see now? There are no glorious battles. Then why do they all speak of war so? The bards, historians, my father, all of them. Because to speak otherwise would be to admit the truth. To kill is dishonorable. To die is dishonorable. War is the art of exchanging lives for other lives, an expenditure of death for the privilege to kill. You make it sound so awful. It is, but it is also necessary. War beats the honor out of us all, and no man can live in dishonor. Better instead to rewrite what honor means. But that's not entirely true, is it? There is an honor to this all. We're fighting for our home, for our people, and we're not killing innocents. Indeed, we are not. I'm beginning to understand now why you've been sparing them all. If there's no honor in war, at least there's honor in this, right? Exactly, boy. Focus on the good we can do, not the evil we must do. The good we can do. And that right there, folks, is chapter 15 in the books. Holy crap. That was a freaking level. So did we actually get... No, okay. He didn't actually join us yet. Whew. Yeah, that was a crazy level. Yeah, so what I was saying is that what I think this game does really well is every level that I've played is like always better than the last one. I think this was my favorite so far. There were a lot of stakes. I'm not sure. I'm a little bit torn on what I said before about whether or not I would like some kind of hint. It doesn't even have to be like 3 turns away, reinforcements are coming. You know, it could just be like next turn. So that way, like, it doesn't catch you immediately off guard. To be fair, we're playing on the hardest difficulty, so there is that. Maybe that changes on lower difficulties. Yeah, that was just the one instance over there to the right was real scary. So I think had I done it differently, I would have played it differently to send Sven for the chest rather than Ileana. My thought was that she would be able to move a little bit faster with her agility, but unfortunately it doesn't work like that with chests. Yeah, so I probably shouldn't have done that because that's a little bit of the XP that I needed gone, which is a bit unfortunate. Although, to be fair, I kind of sent Sven away too. Sven didn't, like, Sven and Ro, really that whole group didn't do all that much. Squad A freaking carried. Holy crap. Melanie and Sliker are freaking G's. They just held it down. Now, Ajax is interesting. Obviously, you know, we got to play with him a little bit. Man, I'm wondering now if Corvin actually, let's see, because Corvin gives a hit, but you have to play really particular with him. So I think between Mark and between, oh, you know what we could also do? I could potentially give him a passive on his weapon that makes him more accurate against injured units. That might be a good thing to do. Yeah, I just got to give him more hit because now, like, Marcus has fulfilled his role. He is very accurate. Ajax is an issue. Ajax's hit rate is complete dog shit. So we got to figure that out. But everything else, all the other squads worked. Salvatore was a G. Salvatore was a G with that Zweihander. What else did we do? Cedric was holding his own. Benjen didn't have anything to do with that. So that squad's weakness right now is tight rooms. I think that squad is a lot better. Squad B is a lot better once you get them into a semi-open space. But if they get locked down, there's a bit of trouble. So I might have to think about how I would tweak that if I could. I really wish that there were some healers that could get access to a bow. Maybe that would be a little bit too overpowered. Maybe that was a thought, but it feels like they should, it feels like between Acolyte and Enlightened, one of those should be able to add bow because both of those feel like a bard class. And I know, so Final Fantasy XIV has screwed me up with bards because everywhere I look at bard classes, they're always like more magic based, you know, doing like music magic kind of, and or they're more like duelist, like rapier, right, with a sword. And in Final Fantasy XIV, it's all about the big heavy bows, right? It's honestly, it's more of like a sniper support class. And so I always associate bards with bows rather than swords. And I guess to be fair though, in BG3, your bard can either be a sword bard or you can have a bow bard. So I kind of wish there was that in this game, you know, a more supporting archer class, or not even archer class, just a support unit that can use a range attack. That would be super helpful. That would completely fix Squad B's problem. Squad A is freaking on point. Squad C did their job. You know, Ro is a monster, but I think more importantly, Douglas actually proved his worth. Douglas is a freaking wall that just does not get hurt. He's just a monster. Yeah, I think these squads are going to work moving forward. I do have a couple new items to play around with now. We got a bit of gold from Melanie, so we can maybe upgrade some weapons or get some passives or something like that. We'll see. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. If you made it through this movie, that's what I'm going to call it here. It's a freaking 3-hour movie. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for hanging out. If you like what you saw, if you liked the video, if you like hanging out with me today, would you kindly smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for more RPG tactics stuff. You know, all the stuff. If you like this, you're going to like other stuff coming up in the future. But guys, that's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Ganyan. This has been Those Who Rule, and I'll see you all in the next one.